Alright guys, so let's talk about what's going on currently in the market. So the market opened this week and gold has actually been rallying since the start of this week. What has actually been happening? We've actually been seeing gold push aggressively to the upside. Now what does that signify? Something is brewing. Now how do we know that something is coming? We need to check what's wrong with USD/JPY. Now if you check on USD/JPY, you would notice the market has actually been selling, which shouldn't come as a shock to any of you though, because I already told you guys that once the market breaks above here, the next stop is here. We have liquidities sitting at the stop, and immediately the market breaks the two of them, what happens? A free fall to the downside. Now you need to remember that the dollar is still very, very weak. Remember there was a rate cut, but since the actual was the same with the forecast, that was why institutions bought the news, because they've already been selling the rumor. Now these are informations you need to be aware about so that you don't get starstruck, you don't get shocked. So long as you continue to watch every single fundamental videos I drop, there is nothing that will surprise you. You understand? Now let's check on the Forex Factory. Donald Trump just made a statement: I will be imposing a 100% tariff on all movies that are not made in the US. This is actually This is actually a bearish news for dollar, and it will continue to move people into safe haven assets. Example, gold. So you know why gold is pumping now. Now let's see which news event we want to pay attention to this week. On Tuesday, there will be a rate statement for AUD. For those of you that trade AUD, this statement will really say a lot. Let's see if they will cut rates or if they will hold rates. Now for Chinese yuan, there will be a PMI. Of course, if this PMI comes out greater than 50, it will strengthen AUD. Then finally, let's look at which news we'll be having on Wednesday. ISM manufacturing PMI. Now I expect this PMI to either come out exactly as forecast, which is 4.9, or lower, because at this point the dollar is getting weaker. So an increase in PMI will signify that investors and business are still ongoing. But if the PMI should come out lower, then everybody will actually find out that what Donald Trump is actually doing is hurting the economy more. Make sure you don't miss any of my videos because I'll be exposing more. For now, gold is still bullish, but buying gold at the price where gold is at the moment is very, very risky. So I would suggest, since we've actually seen this, the market has actually gone up, created this, going back up, I would suggest you wait for a retracement, then you continue buying to the upside. Although you can never tell, gold can continue pumping like this until it gets to 4,000. Remember, we are snipers. We don't rush the market, wait for the market to come to us. Peace, guys.